What's up, bitches? It's No Joke Cal. We're coming at you live from the depths of Southeast Asia, Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Everybody, what's going on? What's up? It's getting a little weird, huh? It's a little weird? A little bit weird for you? Yeah, you know what? Well, fuck yourself. Weird's okay. Anyways, this last weekend, I did ayahuasca for the 8th time. 8th time. With my close friends. It was a good one. It was a good one, guys. I got a lot of answers to my questions. A lot of dust has been cleared, so to speak. And you know, ayahuasca is not a it's not like a fun drug. It's not even really a drug per se, but it's not something you do for recreational purposes. Like, you know, you're not gonna do lines of fucking ayahuasca. Namely because it's a drink. But anyways, it's a psychedelic medicine, and it's helped people all over the world live happier lives, be more true to who they are, be better friends, be better lovers, be better people in general. And it's definitely helped me a lot since I've been going on journeys here in Phnom Penh. But I digress. I have an email today from a man. He goes by the name of Bangkok Bart. Now, I don't know what this guy looks like. I'm assuming this guy, the Bangkok Bart, is probably short. Kind of a fat ass. Small cock. Maybe has a speech impediment. I don't know. And, I don't know, man. Probably got like fucking butt warts or something like that. I don't know, man. Anyways, Bangkok Bart, I'm going to answer your question, buddy. He actually emailed me a few days ago, and he actually told me that he really likes my shit. So Bangkok Bart, look, man, I'm just fucking around with you, right? I'm like, you want to fuck with me, like you want to, you know, dog me or whatever, then I'm going to fuck with you too, all right, man? Fucking 4 foot tall, freaking micro penis, fucking dog dick having, fucking fat piece of shit. Yeah, I said it. Fuck you, man. Anyways, I digress. This guy's been living in Thailand for 16 years. And basically the long and short of it is he's saying that he, you know, in his time there, in this last 16 years, he's really never struck up like a real, I guess, intense conversation with a Thai man. Now maybe he has with Thai women, but with Thai men, he says they particularly, pardon me, don't care to speak to him, and he doesn't care to speak to Thai men as well. Look, man, if all Thai men are assholes to you, maybe you're just a fucking asshole, right? I made this video about this guy who, like, no women wanted to fuck him, and I gave this amazing genius saying in there where I said, I mean, I should get paid for this. Said, like, if everywhere you go smells like dog shit, then you should probably look under your shoe, right? Anyways, man. I think you guys get my point. He goes on to talk about Filipinos, how they just go after your money, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, look, he says, my question is, how is it dealing with Khmer men? Yes, I'm scratching my balls right now. It feels awesome. I've been to Cambodia several times and never had too much interaction with them. Sorry, guys. The longest conversation I ever had with a Khmer dude was a driver who took me from Phnom Penh to Siem Reap, which is about a 6-hour trip. On a bus at least. He was a giggling idiot that couldn't get it through his head that I didn't want a lady. Your perspective and experience on day-to-day interaction with Khmer men would be very interesting for me. Well, I mean, like, what do you want to blow Khmer guys, dude? Like, why the fuck do you want to know so much? If this is a subject you've covered before, please refer me to that video by title. Thank you again for your enlightenment. Fat fuck Bangkok Bart. Alright, man. I'm really busting your balls today, huh, Bangkok Bart? Anyways, man, whatever, dude. Yeah, so I actually thought about your question all day today. I was trying to think of, like, how can I describe Khmer men, but, you know, first off, I just want to say that I made a video a few days ago about Khmer girl bars and dating Cambodian women, and this guy in the email that I did the video on had asked me, he said, he basically just said, what are Cambodian women like? How do they look? What do they act like? Do they like you for your money? And I was like, well, look, man, that's such a generalized question. I mean, there's millions and millions and millions of Cambodian women here in Cambodia, obviously. I can't lump them all into one category. They don't all look one way. They don't all act one way. Some are fucking drop dead gorgeous. Some of them are not. Some of them are, I'm sure, have amazing personalities, are artistic and philosophical and blah blah blah. And some are just dumb as a fucking rock. You know what I mean? So it's like the same with Khmer men. Like how are they? I mean, I could try to be a little more specific for you, man. Now look, generally speaking, since I've been in Cambodia, generally speaking means like 85% of the time or more, maybe 80% of the time or more, Khmer men, and I'm not going to speak on women. I've already talked about the women. The men are generally very friendly. They're very nice. Now, are they being nice to you because they have an ulterior motive? Depends on the situation. I mean, obviously, if you go into like a shop or a store or a market and the people the sellers are very friendly with you, then it's because they want to get your money. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. But like, if you're just walking down the street and you see a guy waiting at a stoplight, like reading a fucking newspaper, and he starts talking to you, like that, he probably doesn't want your money. Like maybe he's just a nice dude. He just he sees a foreigner, and a lot of times Khmer people will just randomly strike up a conversation with you, and it might seem uncomfortable or awkward, but to them, they just take it as an opportunity to learn a little bit of English, you know, or maybe learn something. Like I always get asked, "Oh, where are you from? What, you know, like how long have you been here? What do you do here? Do you have a girlfriend, a wife, or do you have family back home?" It's always the same shit, and it's cool, and I have no problem. I have no problem like talking to that person. I mean, that's fine. Ask me something, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Now, sometimes you run into an asshole, man. You run into a selfish asshole, like they're in a bad mood, whatever. They're not having a good day. They're mad at the world, and maybe they want to take it out on a fucking foreigner. I don't know, dude. But I haven't really had that happen to me much. Maybe because I'm a bit of a posing man. I'm more of a posing guy than maybe I don't know. I mean, like compared to most of the other foreigners here in Phnom Penh, from what I've seen, a lot of the other expat men, regardless of race, don't seem to, I don't know, carry themselves the way I do. They're not quite as, I guess, built like I am. I'm not saying I'm a big guy by any means. I'm not, but I think I put off a certain presence in certain scenarios where guys aren't gonna fuck with me. Like they're just not going to. It's like an innate instinct. Like don't fuck with that guy because he might kick your ass. So just leave him alone. And that's kind of how I am sometimes. But I'm going way off track here, dude. Sorry. And that kind of brings me to my next point though. Like Khmer men aren't pussies. They're tough. They're tough dudes, and a lot of them, as I've said before in some of my other videos, most of them are pretty small. They're pretty small guys. They're not, let's say your average Khmer, like fully grown adult Khmer man probably weighs around 60 kilos tops. I mean, we're talking small guy. We're talking like small skinny men. That doesn't mean that they're gonna take your shit, because they are quick to argue. They're quick to fight you. And they gang up on you, especially if you're a foreigner. So don't think that you're gonna come to Cambodia and get a fucking attitude with everybody, because you're not. They're not gonna take your shit, man. You know, like I used to live back in the States, and there were a lot of immigrants, namely Latino, and sometimes they'd get shitty with you. Like they'd give me a dirty look, like you're coming to my fucking country, most likely illegally, and you're gonna get a fucking attitude with me, man. So like I can imagine how it is for these Khmer guys. Like they're seeing all these like big fucking African and European and American people coming, and they're getting attitudes and not respecting their culture. It's gonna piss them off. You know what I mean? You know, I meet Khmer people on the tuk-tuks. I meet them at my little diners, little places I go to eat, and a lot of them are super hard workers, man. I mean, they get up super early every single day and work all day. They study. I mean, they're hardworking people. They don't really make money. They're very humble, modest people for the most part. I have nothing really bad to say in general. For the most part, Khmer men are nice, easygoing, friendly people. They typically just ignore you anyways. They don't really, like, if you're going somewhere, like they're not gonna bother you. They don't stare at you half the time. They don't smother you with questions or whatever. Usually, Khmer Men is fine, dude. So I don't know, dude. Like maybe you're just a fucking asshole, Bangkok Bart. Like maybe that's why Thai men don't want to fucking talk to you, man. Or maybe Thai men are really like that. Maybe they're really uptight. Maybe it's because you live in Bangkok too. I mean, I'm assuming you do. Your name's Bangkok Bart. Maybe out in smaller towns and cities, the men are a little more down to earth and will actually talk to you, man. But this video is going on too long, guys. So I digress. I hope you guys got something from this. You know, don't be scared when you read these expat forums. A lot of these expat forums will make it seem like Cambodia is like, you know, last stop before hell, you know, to live, or like you're gonna get beat up and robbed, and that's the trap I fell into before I came in. My first couple days here, I was nervous because I thought, fuck, I'm gonna get robbed, I'm gonna get a gun put on me. It's never happened once. Well, I have had a gun put in my face, but it wasn't because I was getting robbed. It was for it had nothing to do with that. So anyways, guys, nojokestriking@gmail.com. nojokestriking@gmail.com. I'm not gonna do it this time. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Peace.